Hey, it's your girl, Optimistic K, and I want to welcome you to the That's What She Said podcast. I'm super excited because I have my family on the show today. My cousin, Marcus White, also known as M. White, the comedian. We'll be talking about comedy, legacy, family, and so much more. Y'all stay tuned. Marcus,
what's up? What it do?
M. White, the comedian.
The hottest comedian in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go.
Let's say DFW. We're not going to just limit ourselves to Fort Worth.
All right, we're going to DFW. We're going in the world.
The
hottest
world.
Comedian in the world.
That's right. You got to speak it before it can become,
That's right. Amen.
I had to get my cousin on here because, he is up and coming and he's about to take over, like, real talk.
I appreciate it.
I want everybody to know what he does. And like, you need to go ahead and book him, too, by the way. Follow him on all the social media sites.
M. White on every social media site you can think of.
YouTube,
M. White.
Instagram.
M. White. Oh, no, wait, that's underscore M. White. My bad.
And Facebook.
M. White. And Twitter, too. M. White.
It goes live on Twitter.
What's the other thing?
Snapchat.
M._White.
There you go.
All of it. Look me up.
Y'all need to follow him. But yeah, let's get right to it, cousin.
Talk to me.
So how's everything going with the comedian life?
Man, the comedy life is actually going pretty great. We just, I did a show in Richardson last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably the most whitest crowd I've ever done, ever. And it was like, it wasn't like the young white people. It was like old white people. So I was a little on the iffy side, but I went up there and they enjoyed themselves. And it was like, they was actually more relaxed than most crowds I've ever done. So
really?
I really enjoyed myself and they enjoyed me and they came up and gave me congratulations and everything. So it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Comedy life is good.
If you had to rate that performance based on your other ones, what would you rate it as?
Well, I give it a 6.5 to a 7. Give it 6.5 to a 7, just because when I do my other crowds, I like to speak to the young crowds because they receive that message more and more. Like more old people are kind of stern and in their ways,
mm-hmm.
But when you can talk to someone who's open minded and have you can give them something to go off of and take through life,
mm-hmm.
then you'll get a better reaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's like last night action was great,
mm-hmm.
But when I speak to the younger crowd, they take that message and actually run with it. So,
yeah, because they can relate to it because they're close in age. Too.
Right.
Yeah. So you've been doing a lot of shows, and I wonder what is your favorite venue to do shows in?
Right now, I have to say, Hyenas is taking it. Hyenas is taking the cake, man. I love you, Hyenas. Continue, keep booking me, Hyenas. You're doing a great job. But Hyenas is good. I've been doing Next to the Stage. I've been doing an improv.
Mm-hmm.
Last night, I forgot the name of the place, but it was a place in Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
They actually want me to come back. They're doing something right now every Friday. It's really a musician thing that they do, a musician competition.
Mm-hmm.
But they do a comedic act at the beginning,
mm-hmm.
and so they want me to come back instead of booking someone else.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, come back next Friday and do it again.
That's what we like. We like recurring.
Yeah. I like that. I got these old people rocking. So it was awesome. They bought drinks for us and everything.
Oh, that's what's up. That's always great. A free drink is always.
Oh, yeah.
You can't give up a free drink.
Yeah, that's like letting you know you did a great job. If you don't get no drink, if they don't buy you no free drink, you probably didn't do too good.
Yes. I noticed being at your shows that a lot of the comedians are very connected. It seems like the community is very strong. How would you say that the comedic I can't even talk. How would you say the comedic community is like? Are y'all very supportive of one another, or is it like? It depends on the person.
Yeah, it really do depend on the person. A lot of guys like me through life, I don't have enemies. I try not to have enemies anyway. Mm-hmm. But there is a lot of guys in the comic game that they look at one another like it's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Where me, I ain't in competition with nobody but myself.
Right.
So everybody, when people see that in you, where they know that you ain't in competition with them,
mm-hmm.
they don't try to be in competition with you because, all comedians have the same topic. There's no way you can get around the same topic.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go and I see somebody say the same joke, you know what I'm saying, word for word, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, then you got a problem. But I haven't heard nobody say the same joke or anything like that. And the guys really support one another.
That's good.
Like guys really support one another and go for it. And like I said, I never seen anybody just go off on another comedian for anything, you know, something like that, you know, or even as far as timing, you know, if somebody got like 10 minutes and another comic comes in and the venue say, hey, if you want to kind of shorten your time to get this guy some stage time, they must be like, yeah, you know, I'll shorten it to 5 minutes and give him 5 minutes or something like that. So it's pretty supportive community.
That's good. What would you say about the presence of women in comedy? Is it very low, or is it you feel like it's on the rise?
The women comedy scene is, I actually like it. A lot of people say, man, it's hard. It is harder for women to do comedy. Just for me looking into it and seeing the women on stage doing comedy. But women are crushing it right now. You know, like there's a lot of funny women comedians in the DFW area that I've seen that are actually crushing it, man. And so big kudos to all the ladies that's doing it.
It's Women's Month right now.
Yeah. There you go. So, but they're getting a pretty good response. Some of them are better than some of the guys that's doing it right now. You know, they are opening up a little bit more and not being so more of that's a man's thing to do. And so, you know, to all the women that's out there doing comedy, keep going because y'all are actually pushing.
I wonder how hard it is for them mentally to figure out what type of jokes to tell, because, you know, y'all can say the same type of raunchy joke,
right,
and a woman say the same thing and she'll get a backlash for it. Do you think that it's a double standard in comedy?
No, I wouldn't say it's a double standard because, I mean, men talk about, I'll start with men. Men talk about the same thing. So, you know, sex with multiple partners, you know, drug usage, drug selling, and things like that. It just all depends on the delivery. So when a woman gets on stage and she talk about sex with multiple partners or being a drug dealer, because to me that's pretty funny seeing a woman drug dealer. It ain't the same as, you know, an actual 304. You know what I'm saying she's 304. She's on stage. She's actually just telling a joke like, I had sex with this guy and he was short penis. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you deliver it. If you don't deliver it right, male or female, then you're not going to get the same response.
Yeah.
But if you delivering it and you crushing it and the women or the men can relate to you in the crowd, then yeah, you keep going.
Hold on. Okay, so what initially motivated you to become a comedian?
Well, because, you know, I always been a clown growing up.
Your daddy too.
Yeah, pops. It was genetic.
Yes.
But as far as actually going on stage, just going through a lot of life, you know, and not really having an outlet of my own. So I was like, man, let me just go on stage. I'm going to go on stage. Everybody always say I'm funny. Let me go on stage and try to be funny. And I remember I was at Hyenas in Arlington, and actually Steve Harvey used to own Hyenas.
Wow.
So I was at Hyenas in Arlington off Arkansas, and I was going to go up there now. I was ready. I had practice for like 2 weeks. I was going to go on stage, and the night that they supposed to have a comedy, the open mic, they wound up having an actual show there, and his name was Cowboy Bill. He wound up doing the show, but he did his comedy, but I'm actually glad I went because he actually gave me a couple of little tips. You know, he was on stage not knowing that he's talking to me, but he was on stage and he was just putting it out there about how long he'd been doing comedy. He's like, I've been doing comedy a year, and now I'm doing 30-minute sets and this and that. And he was talking to everybody, but I intook it as a comedian. I intook it, and so got off stage. I talked to him for a little bit, and he was just giving me a couple little pointers about, you know, the comedy game and how between the year that he actually started and now, his progression from grinding so hard.
Wow.
Okay, so then I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna do it. So the next week I went on stage. I actually went on stage and I just turned around, faced the crowd for the first time, and I was like, yep, this is where I'm at.
Did you get that feeling like everybody say you get?
The nerve, yeah. You know, even now, even every show I get nervous. I feel like if I don't get nervous, I'm probably gonna have a bad show.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do get nervous, I'm probably gonna be all right. And it was the actual agent in the crowd that day. It was an agent in the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
and he was writing on a little yellow pad, and he was giving it to everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess critiquing, but he was like, he wrote mine. He was like, man, for that to be your first time, you did awesome.
That's awesome.
He gave me a card and everything. He's like, after you get a year, then I want you to call me.
Mm-hmm.
I lost the card, but I still got that paper at home though. So
do you remember his name?
I don't remember his name or nothing. That was in 2000. That's my first day. That was my first day of being on stage. That was in
2000. That means you've been doing
no. Like 2010.
Oh, I was like, dang, wait.
2000. It was probably like 2009. It was like 2009.
That's still a long time though. Yeah. Like thinking about how long. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even think about how long it's been when you're doing it. It just like comes easily.
Yeah.
You just flow with it.
Right. And it's like that's one of those things they say, if you love what you're doing, it ain't working.
Right.
Although we're working and we're grinding, that's one of the things. I don't feel like I'm working at all. I feel like I'm just living life.
You're creating too. I think that people that create are a little bit happier. Like, in my opinion, we're happier because we're able to get out what's in our head.
Right.
And being able to create whatever it is you want to create is always free.
A lot of people can't do that.
They can't.
People can't do that. They stuck in a job working for somebody, which, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you figure out what it is that you want to do and you actually do it, you'll be more happier in life. Mm-hmm. Less stress. Them gray hairs won't come easy.
Yeah.
You'll just have fun.
But you got to be willing to be in the trenches too.
Yeah.
I think that people always say, "Oh, I'm gonna quit my job and go chase my dreams," but not knowing that statement alone, it's gonna cause you a lot of pain too.
Yeah.
You're gonna be struggling for a little bit.
Yeah. Hold on to your job until you
can.
Until you start getting that seeing profit.
Yeah. Unless God tell you to let it go.
Yeah. If you heard from God, say, I didn't hear from God tell me that. He didn't tell me let it go and just go forward. He said, hey, hold on to your job. And then when you start making money, like now I'm starting to make money.
Yeah.
Then you gonna ease back off of it.
Right.
And then make a little bit more money, then let it go. So that's what we had.
Jesus told you to be a neutral.
Yeah, there you go.
Whichever way the wind blow, you gonna go.
That's the way you go, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm listening to him.
That's hilarious, man. Well, I always wanted to ask you, why did you choose the name M. White?
Well, okay, cool. First, I was going with Deezy. Mm-hmm. Deezy the comedian. And that was just like a cover-up, or a fake to me. It was like just somebody I can go on stage and be different and be somebody else. And for the longest, for like a couple years, probably in 2012, man, I started fighting with it. I was like, man, I want to use my own name, but Marcus White don't even sound right. Like it was just like, I was like, man, it's me, but it's not me. So I was like, I wanted to go as M. White, and I just wanted to put the dot. But every time I put it on stage, people be like M. White. And I was like, no, man, M. White. So I just wrote out the dot, what I'm saying, M. White. And I spelled out dot, and everybody called me M. White. And that's just so I can be more of myself. My signature is M. White, and it brings more of me. Mm-hmm. It brings the personal into it, and it allows me to be myself. So that's how I came about with that name and wanting to go forward with it. I wouldn't change it ever again.
Yeah, because you're building on it now.
Yeah. Everything is M. White.
Everything.
M. White, everything.
Well, since that is your signature, what is one word you would use to describe your comedic style?
Versatile. I can go. I have been blessed to go in any situation or any venue, any building, school, church, strip club, anything, and be able to appeal to the audience that is there. I did libraries, all over, man. I did all kind of things. So I would say versatile because God has blessed me to be able to talk to everyone the way He needs me to in order for me to get in their head and leave a message of some sort that He has given me from that point. So
that's the best word to have, a I'm telling you, if you're not versatile, it's
gonna be hard.
You won't have longevity, especially in a game like this.
Oh yeah,
like you gotta have that so you can morph and transform into whatever you need to be.
That's the only way. You gotta be. If you can't go anywhere and do your craft, then that's probably not your craft.
Right.
If you can only go in one place and be good at what you do, if you only go to the club and be good at what you do, you probably ain't good at it.
It also means that you haven't lived.
Yeah, that definitely.
The more you live, the more knowledge you have.
Yes.
That you can spread. So
the more pain you go through, the more you can talk about. Like me, I really talk about things off of the pain that I go through, off the lifetime experiences. And it's been working for me because people can relate to more real things and more natural things that do happen in life.
Yeah.
So I take that and I run with
it. Yeah. So what comedian or comedians influenced you, like when you first started looking up to comics?
I have to go with Bernie Mac.
Bernie,
R.I.P. Bernie Mac.
I love Bernie.
That's my boy right there. Baby, I know you looking down on me saying, you mother. So no, Bernie Mac is the one guy I was looking at for the. I mean, I went through the Richard Pryors and Red Foxes and Dick Gregory's. I seen them all, and they paved the way for Bernie Mac.
Pay them their respects.
But yeah, R.I.P. I love you guys, but Bernie Mac. In my generation, me being in the generation I grew up in, Bernie Mac was just, he always told it like it is. He didn't shortcut it for nobody. He didn't care who he was talking to. He could be talking to the president and still gonna do what he gonna do, say what he want to say.
Yes.
So that's what I really respect him for it, and I really just fell into him.
So we were talking about Bernie Mac and how you admired the way that he basically went after everything that he wanted, no matter what.
Right.
And I remember an interview when they were doing the Kings of Comedy, where he was talking about how he didn't have a show, and everybody in the show had an actual show on TV.
Right.
And he was like, "You scared of me, America?
Yeah.
You scared? Yeah, you scared of me, America?
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong." Yeah.
What do you think about that? Like, how do you think his approach to getting the show really impacted the way that you move?
I'll say with Bernie Mac, I'm glad. Number one, I'm glad they gave him a show because it gave America an output on that life that we all live in. Because we all have kids, we all have problems that we go through with the kids, and we all have that lady that we got to please while working, no matter what you do. So I feel that impact that he put with his show, it matches a lot of Black American homes. As far as him getting his show and as far as his approach, I feel that he put the right approach out there. I feel like he said the right things to get a show. Letting them know that, man, y'all scared I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I want to say, but as far as him saying what he wanted to say, he actually did. He said it in a more clean and more professional way on the show than he did in his comedy. But it was the same thing from his comedy that you've seen in the show. Yeah, if that makes sense. You know? So I thank him for that. A lot of people watch it. I still watch it on Netflix today.
Oh yeah. I still watch Bernie Mac because that's a classic.
That's a classic right there. Yeah. I watch it on Netflix, man, and I noticed some of the things as far as like he was saying. What's the boy name? I keep forgetting. But anyway, he seemed a little feminine.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Jordan seemed a little feminine. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he had in his comedy. That that the guy was that his nephew was a little feminine. Yeah. As far as the girls, you got a back talker. You know what I'm saying? Even my daughter a back talker.
Always.
I have to get ready to bust her in the mouth.
It's always one.
Yeah. And so then you had the little sweet one who actually a little
mischievous.
Yeah. Nala. So that's I got Zari in the back talking, Nala the mischievous one. So I'm glad he put him out there because he also teach you how to deal with those situations and how to look for signs that lets you know that those situations are occurring. So I really appreciate that. You go, Bernie Mac.
Yes, I love it. I love the fact that it was like watching his set, his comedy set live on TV every week.
Within the skit.
Yeah. It was so cool. Like, it's like you bringing the picture to all the words that he's been saying. And I thought that was very dope. And it's inspiring for people who are comedians to know that if you say it out your mouth, eventually it's going to attract to you.
Right.
So I think that's dope. And surrounding yourself by like-minded individuals that's going out there and getting it just as hard as you are.
So that's what you seen in the show. When they sit at the cigar table or the poker table, they actually sit there and have those adult conversations that we have as adults, and with no kids around and things like that. But then you see the kids running to the room. Like, get out of here!
Get out of here!
So I mean, we have those same situations occurring today, and I thank him for putting it out there and giving us a guideline. Although he was being comical about it, giving us a guideline to use to go forth in our own lives.
Yeah, it's a lot of truth in comedy.
Where you would whoop someone, and actually this is actually a true story. Watching that show actually helped me stop whooping my kids. You know what I'm saying? I used to whoop my kids. Now I do a exercise. You know what I'm saying? Now hold this book. You know what I'm saying? Give me some squats. Give me 10 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Because I found out that they cry more when you exercise than they whooping them too. I be okay. You want to act up? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and you hurting yourself when you whoop them.
Give me 6 inches. Hold them legs up off the ground. Give me 6 inches.
And be ready for sports.
Yeah, they're gonna be ready for sports. And then it actually calms them down more on acting up, because that's more painful than that whooping, and that they don't want to do an exercise. I know I'm gonna do So I thank them for that, because I don't whoop my kids. These days you whoop the kids, you
going to jail. You're going to jail.
I don't need that. My CPS get involved in your life and all that. And I don't need all that.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Nope.
If a white person see you with your kids, you going to jail.
You put the $200 on commissary. Shoot. And that's about the year.
That's so funny.
Everybody got $200 you put on your books every time.
Well, we appreciate you, Uncle Bernie. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you for the life lessons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We apply them.
Yes.
And recently I started doing more clean comedy and church comedy, and what got me inspired to do that is a guy named, I don't know if you ever heard of him, but his name Michael Jr. Ball. He's kind of like Damian Wayans a little bit, but he's actually from the DFW area and very popular, and does a lot of church comedy. It's pretty much all he do, really, is like clean church comedy. And so after I watched him for the first time by accident, I was like, man, I want to do some clean comedy. I want to do churches too.
It's a challenge.
He had like 3,000-4,000 people in this building doing comedy, and I was like, man, I want to do that too.
Right.
And so soon, I just started cleaning up my set a little bit and putting God into it more, into my comedy, and I started actually going forward, and I found out one church just so happened to give me the opportunity, and forgive me, God, but I lied to the pastor. He asked me, have I ever done clean comedy? And I was like, yeah, man, plenty of time. I do all of them. I go Fort Worth and Dallas and everybody got do clean comedy all over. So he's like, all right, man, we're going to put you in. And I did it, and I didn't want to turn back. I didn't want to get off stage. He only gave me 5 minutes, and I didn't want to get off stage. Because it was just so, me and the audience just had that connection right there. And shout out to Michael Jr., by the way, because I actually seen him this past week. I think it was like Thursday. Like I said, he's from the DFW area, but he was on the beach and 30 at the Hope Church right there. And they was doing like a documentary for the homeless. And with the job I work for the city, we clean up homeless camps. And it just so happened to be he was doing a documentary where we was cleaning up at. And I actually got to meet him and say what's up to him and everything. I was like, what? I can tell you, I'm not going to see him. I stopped the truck and everything. I put my pick down. My supervisor was out there. I was like, nope.
Gotta go meet him.
Yeah, I'm finna go say what's up, man. Y'all crazy. Give him a card.
This did not come by chance. This is
yeah. It was meant for me to talk to this man. Shoot, y'all crazy. I'm finna say something.
I think it's so dope though to have somebody that's from the area that you're from doing the things that you're trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big inspiration. I really think everybody needs like that one person.
Yeah.
To carry the torch. So, like, what do you see yourself doing, or where do you see yourself in 5 years with comedy and with life in general?
In 5 years, I see myself on this day. What's today?
It's the 11th, March 11th, 2017.
Okay, March 11th, 2017. 5 years from now, I'm gonna say this weekend. What's this? The second weekend in March, right? First and second weekend in March. In 2000, what's that? 22. Okay, in 2022, I will be in front of at least 3,000 people doing comedy on the second weekend in March.
Yes,
that's where I see myself as from date to date. That's where I see myself. But as far as getting to that date, just doing a lot of grinding, progressing, a lot of promoting myself. Because that's one thing I feel I need to do more is promote myself more. I just got a shout out to Monica Murphy. I just got me an assistant to help me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to come up. You know, trying to come up. I try to be. Got me a little assistant to help me do my thing, and she helps me. I'm not good at scheduling, so she does the scheduling for me. As far as me getting booked and what day I need to be where, as you know, with my comedy and making sure I'm on time there. You know, she gonna come pick me up and take me if she needs to.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you need to come on and stay with it, stay on top of it. Because me, I'll be like, all right, I got an hour to get there. Okay, I'm gonna use 45 minutes and go here and do this. And nah, you gotta go ahead and get there, man.
Gotta be there early.
Gotta be there earlier, and so you can fill it out. But I've been late to a lot of shows. I've been on time as far as me being on stage, but I've been late getting to the shows as far as when the show time starts, and I want to start getting there on time. And so she helps me with that. So thank you, Monica Murphy. You're awesome. But just a lot of grinding up until that 5-year mark. A whole lot of grinding and pushing.
Can you take me through your preparation process? Like how does M. White get in the zone to get ready to do a show?
Okay.
Even days leading up to the show.
Okay. We'll go 2 weeks out to a show. So 2 weeks out to a show, I'm preparing for the show. I'm making sure that I got everything lined up as far as that joke. Let's say we're gonna say example, I got 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes really should be, to me, 5 jokes. You know, you can spend 3 minutes on one joke as long as there's a lot of jokes in the topic that you're talking about. So 5 topics, I'll say. Sorry about that. So if I can speak on 5 topics and just hit a whole bunch of punchlines in between, I'm gonna have everything I need to say down. You know, I write a lot, so I go up there and I freestyle too. But as far as what I want to say, I'll write it down and I get it. Within that first week, I'll have it where I want it. Because within that second week and getting ready for the show, I'm going to be critiquing myself. You know, I was like, nah, that ain't working. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to throw something else in there, which I can't. I try not to do, but I always still seem to go back to the first day and that first list I've done. Up until the day of the show, it's hard for me to eat within 2 hours of the show. I listen to a lot of music, exercise, get my bones working, so I don't be on stage stiff. A couple hours before about an hour or 2 before the show, I pray. You know, I also pray a couple seconds before I go on the show. I pray. I check out the audience, make sure the audience is having a good time for whoever with the other comedians. If anyone's before me, feel the audience out, feel the crowd out, see what's going on. And then when it's time for me to hit the stage, like I said, I get my prayer in, and it's time to go. I leave it all up there. I don't want to take none of it back home with me. I don't want to think I should have said or I could have did. Yeah. You know, I leave it up there.
That's so cool, man.
So, yeah. Yeah, fun, man. It's all about having fun. If you don't have fun while you're on stage, you're not doing your job. If your crowd's not having fun while you're on stage, you're not doing your job. You go up there and leave it there. That's what they want, you know. People come to laugh, make them laugh.
Yeah, that's so cool to know what your process is. Like, you never know what people do.
Yeah,
especially what all it takes to get up on that stage to do what y'all do. Everybody think it's easy and that they can just get up there and tell a joke because they goofy, but I'm like, nah, that crowd will eat your ass alive.
Yeah, especially if you go to an all black crowd.
Yeah, they eat your ass alive.
I said, I was actually talking to my sister last night. She asked me, what do you think is the most challenging crowd for you? And I tested man, all black crowd. And she was like, well, I've seen you do all black crowds and you do awesome, so why? And I was like, well, Because when I started doing comedy, from the time I started doing comedy up until now, I have done mostly mixed crowds, all white crowds, or all Hispanic crowds.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of black crowds, but our people look for us to make them laugh. You pay all this money to go into a comedy show and try to be made to laugh. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. You don't pay money to heckle somebody or things like that. Which I don't have no problem with hecklers. I can kind of close them down real quick.
You can handle them.
Yeah. I can close them down real quick. But when you go to a comedy show, leave all your problems at home. Leave your stress at home.
Mm-hmm.
Put somebody. That's why that comic's there, to leave his pain, to give you his pain and make you laugh. That's the time for you to be able to just say, you know what, forget everything that's going on around me. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy myself and laugh.
Have a drink. You got a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah, there you go. But like our people, man, they'll cross their arms and be like, make me laugh. You need to make me laugh. I'm just like, nah. Well, I'm gonna say these jokes and hopefully you enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm not finna bust my butt just to make this one person laugh. Right. You got all these people around you. In here. Yeah, and they enjoying themselves. Why you not enjoying yourself? Laugh a little bit.
Right.
So that's like I went to a show. It was actually an open mic in Dallas, and it was a white guy got on stage, and this was an all black crowd. A white guy got on stage, and he got to telling his jokes, and it was like 3 black guys in the back, like, man, you ain't funny, you ain't. But everybody else is laughing, and having a good time drinking and just enjoying this guy. And he got some pretty good jokes too, man. But it was just like those 3 black guys in the back was like, man, you ain't funny, get off stage. Somebody get him off stage, man. Put somebody else up there. And I was like, man, because I started thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, it's because he white. Probably, you know what I'm saying? That they acting like that. Yeah. Because every black person that got on stage, they was back there, that nigga funny. You know what I'm saying? But the white dude, everybody else enjoying him except y'all 3. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, don't come to no comedy show to be mad. Come to laugh.
I'm going to ask you this, and this is a little bit off topic from comedy, but why do you feel like our people, our black people, don't support as they should? Like, I feel like whenever we're trying to do something great or trying to do something outside of the little box that they paid for us, it seems like our people are the last ones to jump on board or to be supportive, to push you to the next level. Why do you think that's so?
That's easy. That's because we look for validation from every other culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If there's a lot of people that seem like if the white people ain't doing it, then it ain't to be done. Right. Because when we jump on board after that person has made it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like when Kevin Hart made it, Kevin Hart finally got recognition from most black people, which he was actually doing comedy in front of a lot of white people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all didn't support him then? You know
Kevin been doing it for a long time.
Kevin been doing it for a long time. So with me, I same thing with me. I've noticed, like, I had to move away to a different state and get support from those people from a different state, and not even from your home state. I got support from my family, you guys, but it's like as a culture, it was like, man, shoot. Right. Let me know when you make it big, then I'll come see you. Well, come see me now. You know what I'm saying? Why the tickets are $5? Yeah. Instead of when they get $55,
they gonna want a free ticket.
You don't want a free ticket. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we wait until somebody else validate us to say we have made it for people to jump on board. Yeah. So I say, man, we got to do better as a culture in that aspect.
We do.
And say, you know what? He trying to do something. Let me go ahead and support him now. You know what I'm saying? Like with comics now, I buy tickets to their show and give them to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm supporting them. But I'll probably have a show that night anyway, so I can't go to that show. But here go $5, but I'm gonna give it to, you know what I'm saying, some people who look like they want to go to a comedy show or something like that. Yeah. You know? So they'll send me something. This is one thing I noticed about comics, and this goes back to the question that you asked earlier about supporting comics. I've noticed like some comics will send me something on Facebook, like a video, maybe a skit or something like that. Mm-hmm. And me, I have no problem posting it on my wall or tagging people in it and things like that. Like, hey man, this dude a fool, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't have no problem with that. But other comics won't do that. Some other comics won't do that for other comics, you know.
Yeah.
They'll be like, man, I ain't posting it on my wall. I'm trying to get my video going. Post your video in that video. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get more looks.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll post it I'll post it once or twice, you know, but at least I posted it. You know what I'm saying? I'll post it on my page. I'll post it on like a group that I'm in, and then another thing, give it about 2 or 3 posts and see what it do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna continuously post it, but I'm gonna post it. You know, things like that. So don't try to send me all the comedians gonna start sending me everything. Like, he posted, y'all send it to him. You know what I'm saying? But like my boy, I got a guy who's doing some skits. His name KG, comedian KG. Pretty funny dude, man. Got some awesome skits, and also Marcus. He got some awesome skits too. And I post their skits because they're actually pretty funny. Yeah, they're some funny skits, so I post them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be funny, and I'll post it. But post somebody else's stuff. Don't go if somebody send you something, post their stuff. You know?
I don't understand why it's so hard for people to just understand that we're so much greater together. Like, the moment people start realizing that we can do so much more as a unit than we can do separate. We were built to be connected.
Right.
So the more we work together and support each other and push each other, the better we'll be, and we'll be able to hold each other accountable for pulling that next person up. Yeah. So I think that we definitely, as a culture, need to get better.
We do need to get better
and fix that.
And we can, like you said, as long as we work on it. It's got to be something to work on. People don't see that, especially with what they call the generations that's coming up now.
Oh yeah.
You know, man,
sense of entitlement.
Yeah, I hope these guys get a little bit better, man, with the generation coming up now, because it's like everybody disconnected. You know what I'm saying? We need to be connected and push each other, just like you were saying, push each other's work, push each other's art. If somebody come to me and do poetry and want to be in one of my shows, I'm gonna put them in the show. You know what I'm saying? Because first off, it's something different. Second off, I want to see the empowerment of more Black things going on in the community, more Black artists, more Black poets, more Black whatever it is that you do. Get with somebody else, and they don't even necessarily. To me, it don't necessarily have to be about Black things. You know what I'm saying? Just helping the community, because one person helping another, man.
Yeah.
But like
I said,
with our culture, man, we like crabs in a bucket, man.
Absolutely.
Everybody want to pull somebody down because they trying to get up on top. You know what I'm saying? You like, bro, help me get there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to help you get there. Well, no, because I know when you get there, you ain't going to help me get there.
No, you ain't.
Yeah. I know when you get there, and that's how they look at it. Now, I know when you get there, you ain't going to help me. So you know what? How about this? You do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. And it don't work like that.
We're going to stay stagnant as a culture if we keep having that mentality. That crab in the barrel mentality needs to go.
And I had that mentality too. I used to be like, man, I'm gonna do everything on my own and this and that. You can't. There's no one has ever been successful by doing something on their own.
You gotta have a team.
You gotta have a team behind you, because I tried to set up the camera, be the dude on stage, post the flyers.
Everybody.
Yeah. Cook the food. I tried to be I tried to wear all these different hats. And you know what? And then when I get on stage, I'm trying to do all this. Then when I get on stage, I forget what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm done. I'm like, man, you know what? I can't even put a joke out. So when you get people as a team to set them where they need to be, and this is helping people. You set them where they need to be. If you got somebody that know how to film, put him on the camera. You got somebody that cook, put them on the food. Put whoever that got good customer service at the door. Put a person that can count money to take money. Put the guy who got the venue, put him on your flyer. Say he hosts other venues. Promote his venue, because you doing something at his venue. You know what I'm saying? All these things go into being a team and go into being successful, and you'll get to the top. And then that cameraman will be able to hire other cameramen. And now you got 4 cameramen taking angles from one side to the next side. Got the crowd, instead of having one one little Kodak camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That got one shot. So
you got a whole production.
You got a whole production team behind you. You gotta think about that.
Yeah. You definitely have to pour into other people and try to, develop their strengths. As a leader, that's what you're supposed to do. Pull out their strengths and show them this is what you're great at. You might not think so yet, but I'm gonna put you in place.
Right.
so that you can develop and you're going to have a business too.
Right. see, the wise man, he don't produce them. All he do is put people in place to produce. He has an idea that he can't get out of his head, but if he put people in place to put this idea together, he can get it out of his head. Like shooting a movie. You can't play every part in the movie. You can't play the main character, the co-main character, the what do you call it, extras, the cameraman, the production team. You can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't sell the TVs that they play on. You know, so you be that one person and let everybody pull that idea together, and then everybody eat from it. You know, people don't like to share money.
Yeah.
People don't like to share.
The only person who can probably do that is Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry can do it all.
If you Tyler Perry, I don't see how he doing it.
Now he got his production company. He can do it all.
Yeah. And Oprah.
Oh yeah, and Oprah. Oprah can be whoever.
Oprah
whatever.
Pay people to change their name to be Oprah.
Yeah. My goal in life is to be Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, you'll get there.
My version of Oprah.
There you go. Katrina Winfrey.
Right. My last name do start with a W.
There you go.
No, she's definitely one of my muses. Like, I love Oprah, Queen Latifah. Like, I feel like you have to have some type of role model to, like, just if they can do it, you can do it.
Right.
Type of thing. It's not necessarily that I want to do what they do.
Right.
I'm gonna do what I do my way, but I want to be able to impact people the way that they do.
Right.
So use my gifts to impact other people.
That's how you make it.
That's how you make it. So I gotta ask this question. What will be that one defining moment that lets you know that you made it?
When I go cash that big old check, give me that check, I'm gonna cash that check. I'm gonna be like, yep, I know I made it in. When that thing, when I look at that check and I fall out, I pass out,
man. And
then I still hold on to it real tight so can't nobody take it. Nah. Man, I have to say the response from others. When I can walk in the grocery store and somebody say, man, look at M. White, what's up, man? Yeah. And I don't know him, like that. If I can when I walk around, start doing that, and that's what's gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? The money comes, and people don't understand like the money you get there. It's just like starting a YouTube channel. Like you can't expect in a week to have 100,000 followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just keep on pushing.
Content.
Keep on doing content. Keep on posting your videos and things like that, and then people gonna start subscribing to you. It might take a year. It might take 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you don't stop doing it, and you impacting people's lives, and it ain't nothing dumb, then that's God's work right there. Do what you love.
Yeah.
Because when I see that check, when I see that check, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call up the family. This is how y'all gonna know. I'll tell y'all how y'all gonna know. You asking me how I'm gonna know. How y'all gonna know is when I say, hey, I want y'all to get the whole family together. We finna have a dinner. All right. When I call for a family dinner and it ain't the family reunion or Christmas,
it ain't no holiday.
It ain't no holiday, and I tell y'all, come on, we finna go out to eat. Y'all just start getting ready to pick y'all a car out or something. Whatever car, pick y'all a car. I'm buying everybody Chargers or Magnums or something. We getting something.
Because the family gonna shine regardless.
Yeah, the family gonna shine. I'm saying we spending $3 million on cars alone. Everybody get your car paid for cash.
That's hilarious. See, and I love the fact that you just said that you think about family first, no matter what. Like I feel like we've been raised to be like that. Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't like that.
A lot of people not like that.
Like for us, family is everything, and I think that I want you to define what family means to you.
Man, family means everything to me. Family means I got your back. Family means you can call me. Family means that, hey, anything go wrong, we there for you. If I go to court, I know, I know y'all probably can't get me out the trouble that I'm in, but I know y'all standing behind me, man. That's family is everything, man. It's in the heart, man. You can go anywhere in the world and ain't no family like your family. Right. And it's funny that you asked that because I've been places and I've seen people, been to other people's family events, and I'll be like, man, my family ain't like that. These people argue, fuss, and fight, and things like that. I'm like, oh, my family is not like this. Cause when we get around, we have so much fun. We don't argue. We don't ain't nobody fussing and fighting. If somebody owes somebody some money, they ain't looking at them like, where my money at, fool?
Right.
Where my money? You know what I'm saying? Things like this. But I've been to one particular, if I said it right, particular family, and I ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that. But I went to this person's family event. I think it was like Christmas, maybe. And they tried to put on the front. I was the only one that really wasn't in the family there. And they tried to put on the front for me. I guess I'm assuming, you know. And they was being cool. Everybody was good and everything. And then me and the group of people I was with left, and I wound up leaving my phone there. And I was like, oh, bro, we gotta turn around. I gotta get my phone. And he's like, all right. So we turned around, and I walked back in the house. He was like, man, just go get it. I'll be out here. So I walked back in the house, and then they going at each other's neck like it was a father and his son, and then the aunt and the grandma. Everybody was like feuding, like seriously. They was like, man, he was kind of like had his son by the neck. I don't know what happened in between the time, in between the 3 minutes we was gone.
Dang, 3 whole minutes?
Yeah, 3 minutes. We didn't even. I promise you, we didn't even get down the street good enough. And I was like, hey, I left my phone. And we turned back around. We went to go get my phone, and they was in there like finna get ready to get into a brawl. And I went in. I kind of seen that. I was like, I'm just gonna get my phone. Yeah. I unplugged my phone and got up out of there. And I told her, I was like, man, they in there going at it, man. What's going on? He's like, man, my family always like that.
Oh, dang.
And he sit there and told me, he's like, they probably tried to put on a little front, you know what I'm saying? I was, you know, but they always like that. I was like, bro,
dang, that's horrible.
We ain't gonna put on no front for you, but we ain't gonna act like that either.
Nah, when we have disagreements, we go ahead and air that out.
Air that out.
We don't really have the issues like that, but I think that we understand that family is more important than an issue.
Than any issue.
We get over it, we move on. We done been through some stuff, but it's like you would never know.
Right. We're gonna talk. Hey, you can with family, man. You should be able to call up family and resolve any situation without even that other family getting involved. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Family is everything. We have to make sure that we show each other that we love each other often, because a lot of people don't have family. So whenever I feel like, we get on each other's nerves sometimes. Like me and my mom feud sometimes, but it's nothing like knowing that you have that person there to back you up always.
And that's the thing. You might feud with her, but let somebody come over here and try to feud with you while y'all feud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, hold on, wait. It's going to get back to us, but hey, get up out of here.
It's always a respect level, though. It's always a respect level. You don't cross, like, that's just it. You don't cross it.
Don't cross that line. Yeah,
don't cross that line.
That. Especially if you ain't in the front, you better get up out of here.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you now, our family is the wrong family.
The wrong family to mess with. If you ain't in the family, you better move around. We got some shooters in the family.
We do. We're very nice people. Very sweet, very nice, funny, hilarious people, but don't take it for weakness. That's all I'm saying.
Get on that bad side if you want to.
Nah, because
one false move. Yeah.
That's Wilson. Granny is a man. She a real one, Marcus. She a real one.
Our sisters are right on you.
They pack.
Yeah, there you go. They pack. They pack.
They pack.
Think it's a game.
But yeah, I think that it's cool how our family has passed down certain type of mindsets and attributes to us, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship.
Right.
M. White is a businessman, but he's a businessman.
Yeah. He's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
So he has another business on the side besides comedy. So tell him about that.
Oh man, I like to you talk about the barbecue.
Yes, sir.
The barbecue.
Oh,
man, I just love to smoke meat, man. Barbecuing has been something I actually learned barbecue from my dad. But when I moved to Wyoming, my uncle on my dad's side had a business out there. He was barbecuing. It went pretty dang good. So I was like, man, I love the barbecue, man. What's up? And so me, him, and my brother Brandon, of course, we all got into it as barbecuing, and his wife was involved. His wife was like kept the numbers and everything. But as far as the smoking and everything, he taught me a lot on how to do that a little bit better than what I knew. And so I wound up taking that, and when I moved to South Carolina, I didn't get that same barbecue that I had from him. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna smoke my own food, and I wanted to try someone's barbecue down there, and it wasn't like I'm used to.
It ain't Texas.
It ain't Texas style barbecue. So I was like, man, I gotta show these people what Texas style barbecue is about.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I did that in South Carolina, man, we had so many customers, and everything was just great. These guys come up to it. If you go there and say, if you go to Charleston, South Carolina, and speak on Eat Greedy Barbecue, they're gonna say, where he at? Where? Because that boy got some barbecue right there.
Yeah.
So that inspired me to finally move back home and put it here in Fort Worth, Texas area. And actually, it's been pretty good. We've been running with it now. I'm in Lake Worth. I do it in Lake Worth on the weekend. I wasn't able to do it today, but we're gonna be doing it tomorrow. But I went to Lake Worth, and I just do it from my apartments, like right there. So let them spread the word out into the community and let it go out. And so I don't advertise anything. I go knock on the doors around my apartments, and I was like, hey, we barbecuing today. We want to see, this is our menu. Would you like anything? And we were getting a lot of hits that way. So, and those guys been spreading the word, because we had a couple guys come over last week. I was like, man, we heard you over here. You barbecue. You sell barbecue. And I was like, yeah, you see it smoking, here you go. What you want? Let me try some of the ribs you got there. Like, all right. I started talking like that. All right. What else you want to try on the grill right here? So, shoot. It was fun, man. It's just guys just started popping up out the blue. I've been doing it for about, around my apartments about 2 months now. And every weekend, I do it on the weekends because I work during the week, but every weekend I've been having at least one person new come up and want to try something. Yeah. So
when you have a good product, it don't take much.
Oh yeah.
It don't take much at all.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, who told you about this? Because I'll give that person something. So when they come over and try to buy something, I'll be like, that's on me, man. Thank you. So yeah, that's how we work that thing.
That's what's up, man. So, it's always good to eat greedy.
It's always good to eat greedy. Eat Greedy Barbecue. Look us up on Facebook and any other social media site.
Go ahead. Press that like button.
Yeah, I like it. Man.
What made you name it Eat Greedy?
Just because I think people like to eat. That's one thing people like to do the most that I see is people like to eat. So I was like, man, and then I gave it that name. I was in South Carolina. I gave it that name. And then a guy out here, I don't know if you heard of Big Chief, but he got a record group. He got a recording, you know what I'm trying to say, called Eat Greedy Records. There you go. He got a production called Eat Greedy Records. And so I was like, man, that's Texas. That's a Texas thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, he got Eat Greedy Records. I got Eat Greedy Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it like that, and everybody dig the name, because everybody, like I say, everybody like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to eat, you want to get a lot of food on your plate. Especially if you're hungry, you want a lot of food. So we tell you eat greedy, and we pack your plate down.
Yep. Then you take a plate home.
And you eat enough to take a plate home.
So, what do you want your legacy to be as a whole? Like at the end, like what do you want your legacy to be?
When it's all said and done, and I guess when I'm out of here, I want people to say, man, M. White set a mark for all comics. As far as a comic can go anywhere and do comedy, especially in the DFW area, he can do. So you are able to go. We know now that you can be raunchy, and the same day go to a church and do comedy, and in the same day go to and do clean comedy for kids. M. White was a businessman, and my kids will be able to live and be living proof of everything that I've done.
I was just about to ask about the babies.
Yeah, because they gonna have all my money anyway. They gonna have all the money anyway. But as far as my name, M. White, I want that. I want clothing lines. I want to have a comedy club. Probably name it M. White. I don't know, but I want to have a comedy club. And I just want people, when people hear that name M. White, I want them to feel good about themselves and know that, man, we got somebody from Fort Worth that took it all the way.
Yes.
And spread the Fort Worth word, because you get a lot of people that's from Fort Worth, that right now, you know what I'm saying? I know it's in Lexi, but for right now, they don't represent it when they go out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They don't
say that again, please.
I got some people from Fort Worth. When they get out of Fort Worth, they act like they're not from Fort Worth.
They say they from Dallas.
They from Dallas and all this. No, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Funky
born
town.
and raised. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a travel. I'm gonna go overseas, and when they ask me where I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. They might even say, "Where is that?" I probably have to say next to Dallas.
Next to Dallas.
Next to Dallas. I'm not from there. He goes, "Oh, you from Dallas?" No. Listen to me. Give me the language. Where they language book at? How you say Fort Worth? I'm gonna get on the app. We got an app for that now.
Right.
I'm gonna say I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, next to Dallas, and it's gonna say Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
So, but yeah, man, that'll be pretty much my legacy. The world can say that M. White was very hilarious. M. White was an entertainer in many levels. M. White set a trend to say, hey, comics, y'all can do it. You can do whatever you want to do and be from. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich. We started, you know, we ain't had
literally started from the bottom. We started from the bottom.
We literally started from the bottom.
But we gonna get there though.
But we are rising, and we gonna keep rising past there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and I wanna go to the moon. I wanna be one of the ones that go to the moon. So
hop on that spaceship.
Yeah, I wanna check that out. So I ain't scared. I'm gonna go through all the tests one day and everything. I'll have to pay for it, I know. But I'm gonna go there and I wanna check the moon out and go to the stars and see all that. So, maybe be the first comedian on the moon. Tell a joke on the moon or something. I don't know.
We like the aliens gonna be like, who that?
I'll tell a joke to some aliens. I'll be like, hey, what's up, alien, baby? Like, who are you?
Who are you?
They say they found this is off topic, very off topic. They say they found like a planet that's like 20 light years away.
Yeah. That's like Earth.
That's like Earth.
Yeah.
Got water and everything.
I wonder.
Like, man, what?
Do we need to move?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell some jokes over there.
Right, we need to move. Just be the first living people out there. Who knows? It might be people.
It might be people already there.
It might be people there already.
And they might be just like now. If they just like this, that's gonna be crazy.
Yes, that would be hilarious. Earth really thinks that it's just it, but I'm like,
it gotta be something else. You know, I believe that it's something else somewhere else anyway. So.
God was like, y'all think y'all the only ones?
I ain't just create y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I did that, I moved all the Christians and holy people to a whole other lot of years away. Y'all born in the sin. They not.
Right. No. They not. Adam and Eve put us in sin.
Yeah. They got Adam and Eve over here. That was Sarah and Steve on the other side. And they ain't eat the apple.
They ain't eat the apple. Oh, Eve. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, that shit messed up for everybody.
Messed up for everybody.
They say it wasn't supposed to be like birth wasn't supposed to be the way it was.
No.
I see. That's
yeah.
Crazy.
The pains that women go through is because Eve had to eat an apple.
Yeah.
Now you can't even get a woman to eat an apple.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That's gonna hurt.
Ain't nobody eating no apple.
Ain't nobody eating no apple around here. Give me a banana.
Well, Cuzzo, I thank you. I appreciate you for coming on the show. And it's going down. It's gonna be good.
This was so much fun. Y'all continue. Don't just listen to this podcast. Click on the next podcast and listen to that one, and then click on the next one and listen to that one. Because you got my big cuz doing things, man, and we having so much fun. Every single one of her podcasts has been the livest podcast.
I appreciate it, cuz
you already know. And look me up on anything now. Anything, M.White. But if you're gonna go to Snapchat, it's M._White. I gotta tell people that I tried to make it M.White for everything, but somebody already had it.
Yeah,
they
stole
my name.
They stole the name.
Yeah, stole my name. And he was a comic too. No, but thank you for having me on here.
No problem, cousin. We gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
All right, we out.
Peace. M.White, your favorite Fort Worth Funky Town comedian. I'm on here with my big cuz Trina with the Petty and Friends. Right. All right, with the Petty and Friends podcast, man, don't be petty, be a friend, and have fun. Listen up, because we about to tear it down. Y'all know this. Funky Town stand up. We out of here.